Welcome back to Life as Usual. I hope you're having a great day. Today we are gonna continue the series of looking after the Range Rover L322. Previously we've discussed about trolley jack and we discussed about stand jack, and today we're going to answer the question of how can I raise the car safely and if I can do it on a slope. I'm gonna answer this question, those two questions in one video because our driveway is on a slope, so might as well do it on a slope and show you how we raise the car. This is a level device, of course, okay, and you can see where the bubble is, so you can see the slope. The car is not on a level surface, so I'm going to show you how to raise it and if we can raise it on a slope. Okay, so number one, the first thing we need to do with the Range Rover, or any car for a matter of fact, is we need to put it on park. You can see here it's on park. And the second thing, we need to put the handbrake up, and that way we can secure the car. Okay, on this specific L322 or any Range Rover for a matter of fact, we need to put it on the jack stand height. What's that mean? It means we need to put it on the off-road height, which if you don't know, it's this button. It needs to go on maximum and let the light of the off-road light turn on, and once it's completed, then you can wait a little bit for the air suspension to fill up and make sure that the car is stable. Then you can turn off the vehicle and keep it on this position. We are going to discuss this car specifically, however more or less majority of the cars are the same. This car has four places where you can put the jack and jack stand. Now if you're stranded on a road, you can jack the car behind here underneath. If you go down, can you see this black here? This is where you jack the car from. Okay, and it's the same thing here on the front. This is another point where you jack the car up from. Okay, and it's the same thing on the other side, so you can jack up the car from the front or the back or the other side. That's where you put the scissor jack in and to lift up the car. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. So the 2 points that I've showed you today are for the scissor jack, okay, the one in the back of your car to lift the car in case you have a puncture. Okay, next I'm going to show you 2 points where you can use to use the hydraulic jack or the trolley jack to lift both ends of the car, so the front end or the rear end. Let's move on to the next one. If you want to raise the rear of the car, the jacking up point is behind in between both wheels and on the axle, between the both exhaust, and in the front is directly underneath the wiper blade over here. You can see it's also behind the front tires. Let me show you where the back one is. This is the one. This is how this point is where you raise the rear of the car. To raise the front of the car, I'm going to point out. So this is a jacking up point. Okay. Now this point here, and on the other side you have the same mirror point. This is where you put the jack stand for the front. Okay, now that I showed you where you can put the jack stand and trolley jack, just remember we have put the handbrake up, we put the car on park, and next we need to put these wheel chocks. And all of these stuff that you have to do before jacking up the car is very important. Okay, so we're gonna put one in the back and the second one also in the back. Okay, and we are going to use 2 additional ones for the front. Okay, this may sound useless, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay, the reason why we put this in the front, because the car not only can shift backwards, we can also shift sideways, and this will stop the car from shifting sideways as well as backwards. Okay, so now we have chalked front and back of the both rear tires. We are going to lift the car from the front. Okay, let's do that. We are going to take the jack trolley, the new low profile trolley jack, and we're going to slide it in to the point where we discuss how to raise it. So we put the jack here. However, if we do simple test, if I press this down, that's gonna lock in. So that means it wasn't fully locked in. So if we were to bring the jack, the trolley jack down, that's not gonna work. So what we need to do is I'm going to increase the trolley jack a little bit for this to lock in and for the other one to lock in. Let's take a look at how does that work. You can see now this is completely locked in. So if I raise this one up, that is completely locked in here, and need to make sure it is where it is, because that's fully in. Okay, so that's not gonna go anywhere. Let's take a look at the next one. So you can see this one doesn't lock in properly, so we are going to increase just a little bit more.
Yeah, because it has a small gap.
Yes. So now this is locked in properly. You can see this is locked in properly, as well as the other one. Next, we need to lower the car slowly. We lower the car by turning the wheel, the stick, and now we can see that both both stands are holding the car up, as well as the jack. So I will keep the jack here as a backup system. So now you can see we have 3-wave contact. You have this one, you have the other one, and you have the trolley jack. That way it is safe and it is on all 3 jacks. I can see this one, it could do a bit of contact, but it's not moving. Okay, the next step is to make sure the car doesn't shift left or right, and to do so we're gonna give it a bit of push, and the car, it's not going anywhere. That's a good thing. Now, and only now, it is safe to walk under the car on the front side. Okay, just remember, it's best to use eye protection and of course hand protection, just in case. And with this in mind, I hope this video was useful for you and able to encourage you to work on your car. On the next video, I'm going to analyze and inspect and diagnose the arm joint and the bush of the car. Hope you enjoyed this video, and with this in mind, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.